Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Demon Souls. In this one we're going to be taking on the old monk fight. There's a lot to be said about this one. If you just want an easy time going through like we're going to have here, I recommend doing this in offline mode, but there is an opportunity here to face a player in soul form, and if you win you'll be able to increase your character tendency without having to kill NPCs. This won't get you all the way to the top where you'll need to be, but it may allow you to spare one if there's one that you want to keep around at the end of the game, but I don't think that's entirely necessary. This is also really fun when you're not on your first playthrough and you don't have trophies and stuff to worry about like we're doing right now. When you're just coming through normally and you can just face a player in here, it's quite cool. But for now, we are going to just head on up and start the boss fight. Something else that's also worth mentioning is if you do invasions here, you have a chance of being the player that invades to attack other players, and if you are successful, you have a chance of getting the monk's collar, which is basically an extra crisp blade, so it makes you even more vulnerable to magic. But lets you do even more magic damage. This is really good for min-maxing, but I'm not acquiring this and I'm not using it in any of the walkthrough content because I can't guarantee that people will be able to get it as easily like after launch and stuff. So I'm leaving it there for now. I probably will end up doing it in New Game Plus though when I'm like doing live streams. Please don't hit me. Thank you. So there's two of these on the way up here. They are obviously, as you can see, kind of tough. We just need to make sure that we are using cloak, as that allows us to get the first couple of hits on them before they can retaliate, which is why we're using it right now. This cloak is a real lifesaver through this game, I have to say. Let's just wait for it to run out. There's another one right there, look. You could probably poison them as well. Maybe just leave them there to die, but I feel like that's too slow for what we're doing right now. There we go. There is a crystal lizard at the top of here. Obviously, we're going to be able to farm this later on. You can go ahead and take it out now if you want to. Give you some moonlight stones. So once we've defeated this boss, this will actually have loads of respawns, and you can actually get a pure moonlight chunk out of it. So just bear that in mind. It's pretty good for that. Let's go ahead and top this up. Thief ring shenanigans don't seem to work in here, so I'm going to go ahead and take this off, and we're going to put on probably the cling ring. Let's make ourselves a little bit more durable. This guy's going to attack us with a lot of magic attack, so we are kind of weak to it. I suppose we could put a bit of extra resistance on. That's probably not the end of the world. Why? Oh yeah, it spins. We've got the rogue set. Oh. I'm gonna have to put my fashion on. I'm so sorry, guys. I just like how it looks. It is not as good as the ring set, the binded set. So if you want to stay in that, feel free. But I just like how good this looks. I can't help it. Sorry, guys. Try to do that away from the mic, but it seems to have caught all of it. So we're gonna go in. Basically, this guy is gonna start out more of a joke than he ends. He can inflict bleed on you with his claws, and as the fight goes on, his magic ability, which is like homing soul mass for those that have done Dark Souls before, you'll see it when he brings it out in a minute, is very painful for us if it hits, so just try to make sure you're rolling out of the way of it. What I found was on stream, if you can bait him into an attack and then cast after you've rolled, you can usually hit him. There we go. There wasn't really very much to that, I'm so sorry. The roll attack on the falchion is just a menace, so feel free to use that if you want to as well. I don't even need to use a spice. Well. So that is the end of this. Now technically, we've already done the white tendency event here. So we could go ahead and die here now. Now, let's talk about the soul here. There are 4 important items this can be. This can give us a miracle. I want to say it's replenish. I could be wrong. There are 2 spells, Fireball and Firestorm, both of which are quite strong. I'm going to take Fireball just because it helps in one of the boss fights. And it can also make the Insanity Catalyst. So as a caster, you are going to want 3 of these, and this is why you're going to get to new game, at least new game plus 2.5, and new game plus 3.5 if you want to get the miracle on the same character without having to make an actual character that you want to put the miracle on. So just bear that in mind. I am going to be turning it into Fireball, which we can do right now with Freak, and we can actually get ourselves an extra level, which is excellent. In fact, we're nearly on 2 levels. I'm going to go ahead and grind up the lizard after this episode. So let's go back to the Nexus, just so you guys can see what we're doing. So I'm going to go ahead and let you guys assume we're going to get 2 levels out of this, because I am going to... In fact, did we get any soul light? No, we didn't. Where is she? There she is. So imagine this is going to be 2 levels. It's going to be 1 in intelligence and 1 in magic. I'm going to get an extra one, being as we're only like 2,000 souls away, and then we're going to go and visit Freak to get Fireball. Technically, Firestorm is probably a stronger spell, and it is very useful in some areas.
Thank you, as promised.
But there is a... Oh, it's not Fireball. Why did I think it was Fireball? It's saving Solar Ray. Okay, in fact, I am going to save it for a different spell.
I am fully prepared.
Where did I get Fireball? Okay, I'll have to check on that. Sorry about that, guys. We are going to be getting Fireballs soon enough, though. So with that being said, in fact, I am going to save. I'm going to save that and we'll get the other spell from Uria later. Then. Yeah, it's just throwing me off. I thought it was Fireball. Why did I think it was Fireball? So yeah, we're going to save that for a different person that gives us boss items later, and I'm going to go ahead and farm out the Crystal Lizard for fun. I don't really need it for anything. Get a few extra souls out of the Black Phantom Mind Flare at the end of there. I'm going to die in that world as well to bring the world tendency down 1. So the world tendency in Tower of Lashia can now start coming down, because we have defeated all of the bosses in there, and we've done the White World Tendency event. We could now go and do the Dragon Slayer Guard, or we're going to do Shrine of Storms. We're going to do Shrine of Storms next. Just because that area is good for us, it gets us lots of souls, and actually some materials for upgrading the Falchion. So hopefully you guys will join me for that soon, and I'll see you all then.